Hi ladies, I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Today I'm going to be sharing with you just a basic makeup look. It's very light, natural, and very easy. So I'm going to be using my friend Sarah today to just show you a couple easy tricks and tips for how to look put together but not too done up. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to be using is a NARS Hydrating Toner. And this is just going to be a basic thing that you put all over the face before you put the makeup on. You're just going to take one squirt. Okay, so we're going to start with a basic moisturizer. Sarah uses the Eucerin Daily Protection. It has 30 SPF, and it's awesome just for an everyday use, and it helps protect your skin. And I even use it in the wintertime, obviously, because everyone needs UV protection. So I just put a little tiny dot. Okay, so we're going to start with the primer. I love Too Faced Hangover. It's awesome. I use, it has coconut water in it, a probiotic, and skin reviver. So it's awesome for my face. It makes my makeup last all day. So you're just going to take a small dot, squirt it on, and you're going to take a buffing brush, a flat top. You're going to dab it in, and you're just going to dot on the areas of the face, and then kind of just buff in. Next, I'm going to be using a NARS. This is kind of like a BB cream almost. It has 30 SPF in it as well, and it's just like a really light foundation that looks really natural and beautiful. And you're going to take a dot of this as well on your skin. And with the NARS makeup, the company was designed, their makeup was designed to be applied with fingers. So as strange as that is, the moisture and the warmth of your skin is supposed to help it settle on your skin nicely. So I'm just going to you're going to rub out and down. And I would just start with a dot and start in one area of the face so that you can smooth nicely and apply it in a smooth, all over fashion. Okay, now we're going to start with a blush. This is NARS too. As you can see, Sarah's a NARS fan. This is the Deep Throat. It's a light, pretty pink blush. And we're going to be using an angled brush to apply this. And you're just going to dab nicely. And you're going to start from the cheekbone and raise. You're going to go up. So you're going up, turn to the top here of her face. This creates a nice up look. You don't ever want to apply your blush downward. It will drag your face down. So you're just going to up, up. Now I know some like to contour, but I think for a basic, just natural, everyday look, that's not necessary. I think just a nice little rosy pink on the cheeks makes it all the better. Okay? And then you're going to take a concealer. This is Mary Kay Ivory 1. And you're going to just apply a small dab of this. I always apply with the ring finger. This, they say, has the least amount of pressure on your skin. So it helps not pull your skin down under the eyes. It's the most tender part of your skin. So you need to apply it delicately. And I personally like a lot of concealer. I think it livens up your eyes. It makes them look really pretty and put together. So you're just going to kind of dab and rub. And you want to make sure you rub it in enough. You don't want any type of... And then sometimes I have to go over after I apply my concealer with a little bit more blush just to blend a little bit. So with this, it just kind of livens up. I like it because it makes you look well rested, and you aren't always well rested. So it's a perfect, so as you can see, comparing the two eyes, it creates a nice liven up. Okay, I'm going to share a basic tip with you called baking. I have this translucent powder, Mary Kay. It's just their basic translucent powder, and I have one of the sponges. Mine's slightly damp. So after you apply your under eye cream immediately, or your concealer, excuse me, you're going to take the damp sponge and you're going to dab it in your translucent powder, and you're going to put it under the eyes. Granted, yes, you're going to look like a ghost, but it's supposed to sit for 10 minutes, and And this will create a creaseless, perfect, smooth look on the face once you rub it off. So yes, it looks a little bit strong right now, but at the end we will take a brush and casually rub it off. So, and we'll touch up any blush or anything like that we need to do. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do eyebrows. So I just recently got this awesome, I just had it and I'm not sure where it went. There it is. I just recently got this awesome little eyebrow brush from Sephora. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it has a nice little wand for smoothing out the eyebrows, and then a pencil, or not a pencil, a little small tiny brush just to fill them in to look natural. So I don't fill mine in a ton, but it creates a little bit of a natural look. So I'm just going to kind of brush out and up, and then I'm just going to take a this is the Naked 2 palette. I really like this for filling in. I don't really use a pencil personally. I'm not against the pencils, but I just like to use what I have. So I'm going to take the cover color, which is right here. The cover color. And I'm going to dab a little bit on the brush. And I'm just going to kind of go in and fill in. And this just creates a little bit of a contrast with the eyes and a little bit, makes your eyebrows look a little bit fuller. And I just kind of go up first and then out. So this creates a nice polished look. You don't need it for every day. Some people maybe don't want to do it for every day, but I think it just pulls, kind of ties everything together. So if you look, it's a nice, granted it looks a little drastic right now because we haven't done anything with the eyes, but as you add the eyeshadow and everything like that, it evens everything out. So next we're going to add primer, eyeshadow primer. I use Urban Decay, but I also love Mary Kay. So this is just their basic eye primer, and you're going to put a dot of this on your finger, and you're just going to dab, dab. And for those of you who don't quite believe in eye primer, I'll have to give you a demonstration sometime of the difference between using a primer on my hand and not using primer, and the difference is incredibly drastic. So we're going to use the Naked 2 palette. The one colors I'm going to use today are, so the mirror doesn't reflect, Foxy and Booty Call, and then Half Baked. So those are the colors that we're going to use. It's a very natural look. So we're going to start in the top here, and I'm going to use the Foxy color. So I'm just going to take a little bit with the small brush, and I'm going to just kind of fill in towards the eyebrow. It just kind of creates a nice soft look. I went to Ulta, or Sephora, excuse me, just last week, and they were sharing with me, or this lady was sharing with me a nice trick about starting from the top and going down. We normally start from the bottom and go up, but when you start from the top and go down, if you use a basic light color on your eye, and then you're trying to fill in dark, usually your light color gets so full of dark it doesn't look light anymore. So the last thing that I do is add the light on the basic. So I fill this in a little bit, kind of come down here, and then you're going to take a nice angled eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to take this Half Baked color right here, the second one in, and I'm just going to move it, I'm just going to use it on the crease of her eye, and just kind of go back and forth and back and forth, and it just creates a nice angle and a perfect, these angle brushes create a really nice smooth look in the crease. And then I'm going to take, I'll go a little bit, tiny bit darker, even though it's everyday. We're going to just add a little bit of contrast. We're going to use the color Tease, which is the 5th one in. So we'll use just a dab of that in the crease, And this creates just a nice little bit of contrast. And then I'm going to take the booty call, which is my favorite color, and I'm just going to add it in here in the corner. And adding the light color last helps it look light, create the different color look. So if you look there, you have the light and then the dark, but the light has not been dramatically changed because there were so many dark, residues falling into it. So then you're going to move on, and you're just going to do the same thing. And you're going to proceed with the same instructions as the last one. Okay, next we're going to use a little bit of basic eyeliner, just in the corners for a natural. I have it all across the top, but for a natural everyday look, you can usually just do it in the corners. So this is a Smashbox eyeliner. It's a nice, pretty brown. And all you're going to do is I pull the eye just a tiny bit, not too much. And you're just going to kind of create a little natural definition on the corner. You want to make sure it's all filled in. And this just creates a nice little definition of the eye. Okay, next is mascara. For Sarah, think because her eyelashes go out rather than up, applying mascara is a lot easier when you use an eyelash curler. So for an eyelash curler, you're just going to basically go in, open your eyes just a little bit. You're going to grab, and you're just going to lightly press, hold, and release. And it just gives your eyelashes just a little bit of a curve up so that it's easier to apply mascara. Just come in. So for applying mascara, I'm using Smashbox Full Exposure. This is a waterproof mascara. This is another one next to Better Than Sex, which I absolutely love. So I'm just going to apply a thin coat, and I put my finger up so that if anything catches, it catches on my finger rather than her skin. And then just a tiny bit on the bottom. And that's really all you need for a natural look. Okay, so now that the mascara and eyes are done, I'm going to brush underneath the eyes with this round brush just to finish the baking look off. And then I'm going to add a little bit more blush just to kind of polish the look off. And then we'll be done. So you're just going to go under the eye with the translucent powder. And this just creates kind of takes all the translucent powder off so it's not nearly as white. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the blush and just kind of polish things off. And this just kind of creates an altogether smooth, polished look. Okay, so lastly, we're just going to add a little bit of lip color. This is just a nice light Burt's Bees color. I think for every day, you don't really need a ton of color. Some people like to, but for, depending on your job, a natural, just light lip color might. And this, I like this color because it's very close to Sarah's lip color, so it just creates a nice overall gloss. So there you have it.